Judge, we're here. Is one child before the court, Aaliyah Taylor. We're modifying the final order in suit affecting the parent-child relationship from June 11, 2021. Judge, is one child before the court. Mr. Brown doesn't have any other children, so the support is set at 20%. Parties agree that health insurance as well as dental insurance will be provided by Mr. Brown through his employer. And Judge, the child support based on his income at 20% would be $259 a month beginning November 1st, 2025. Court costs would be as billed to Mr. Brown. Neither party is requesting a non-disclosure, and that is the extent of the order, Judge.
It was 250. What, Miss Franklin?
59, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you may call your first witness.
I'll call the father first. Mr. Brown, can you state your full name?
My full name is Antonio Jaquay Brown.
And Mr. Brown, did you hear all the terms of the order I just stated to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are in agreement with providing the medical and dental insurance for your daughter through your employer, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you disagree with the modification of the child support to $259 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what are you wanting it to be set to?
Not at all. We were already set at a joint custody agreement before, and there was no need for that, having the child being taken care of on both parties. There was no financial need at all. And I still proceed to believe that there is no financial need needed continuously, knowing that this will be 20%, the $259, and also the the medical and dental that I'm already paying out of my check will be added as well. I do not have enough to cover that. As also taking care of my own financials as bills of my rent and my own coverage.
Okay. And just for clarification, you're stating, so that previous order that was done in 2021, you were not ordered to pay child support. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It was a joint custody agreement.
Okay. And what does that mean? Y'all had equal possession of your daughter?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
every other week, Wednesday to Wednesday, shared birthdays every other year, for me and her, and every other holiday.
Has that changed?
No.
Basically, do you have safety?
Miss Taylor, it's not your turn, ma'am. Just let him finish talking. Go ahead, Miss Franklin.
Do you have any safety concerns with your address being in a court order today, Mr. Brown?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Judge, if I could recall the mother.
You may.
And Ms. Taylor, you heard all the terms of the order that were just stated to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're in agreement with all the terms with Mr. Brown continuing to provide the health and dental insurance for your daughter, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also agreed to the modification for the child support to now set to $259 a month, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And can you tell the court why?
Because for the last few years, he hasn't really been helping me financially. It's either been my mother or his mother, and that's about it. And he hasn't been taking her to school or finding a way for her to go to school or anything. It's always me, where I will pay my cousin to come way from Cedar Hill to take her to school when they was going to school there. Switch schools, still haven't shown up to do anything, bought school supplies, school uniform, or anything. So, and now he has moved out and she still stays with me, but we still have the week to week where my daughter goes with her honey, his mom, from Wednesday to Wednesday.
Okay, so Mr. Brown doesn't have her on the weeks that he's supposed to? Okay, but y'all's court order from the previous order set the no child support because of y'all's possession schedule?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have safety concerns with your information being in the court order today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Judge.
My question is, does the court order reflect the 50-50 split?
Yes, Judge, it does have in there the 50-50 from Wednesday to Wednesday.
Okay. And so, Mr. Brown, does the child come to stay with you for that week, or does she go stay with your mother? Sir, you must be muted because I can't hear you.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay. No, I was staying with my mother at previous residence, and then I had moved out. If other than that, she has always dropped my daughter off to me, and I've always seen my daughter. I have also been able to drop my daughter off. I do not have to disclose that to Brianna, and I do not. I do
don't
drop my daughter
know what
off,
that
and
means.
when it comes down to taking her to school or doing anything for my child or financially, I do that on my part or when I have her for my custody on my Wednesday to Wednesday. I just do not disclose that with Miss Taylor. She feels that if I do not disclose everything with her, then I'm not doing my part. But it's the fact of we still have the agreement when she is over here, everything is taken care of on my part over here. She has two other children that I'm not helping her to basically be financially stable with, and that is not my responsibility. I'm only responsible for my child. I've been only asked
Mr.
to,
Brown, I'm only asking about your daughter. What's your
yes,
daughter's
ma'am, but
name?
I've been asked only
But,
financially to help
sir,
about.
I just want to hear about your daughter right now.
Yes, ma'am.
So your daughter goes to your mother's house every week.
No,
Where does she go?
she goes to my house.
Okay, so
Your Honor, that's not true.
Miss Taylor, I'm gonna give you a chance. Hold on. So does she get dropped off at your mother's house, or does your mother go pick her up and then you get her from your mother's house?
My
Or
mother's house is my place of residence.
that's your place of residence? You just
Yes.
told me you moved out.
Only of recently have I moved out, and she's still been now recently been transported to my residence. So yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
She has
well,
now been
okay.
recently been
Mr. Brown, I
transported.
need you to think about what you're telling me, because you're telling me two different things. I need you to
Okay.
think before you answer.
Yes, ma'am.
You say recently you moved out. When did you move out?
In the last month.
You moved out in the last month. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And your daughter in that month, she's been staying with you or she's been staying with your mother?
She has now been staying with me
You say she has now been staying with you since when?
since of last month, since I moved into my apartment.
So that means from the beginning, she was staying with you. You don't have to say since. You say I moved out and now she stays with me just like she did before.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there has been no period of time during this agreement that y'all have, or this
Mhm.
order that says y'all have 50-50, that she stayed with your mother and not with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Now, Miss Taylor,
Yes, ma'am.
what has changed? If the child still leaves every Wednesday to Wednesday, what's changed?
Just what has changed it. Me and his mom had talked and she comes to get her grandchild, and she stays over there with her the whole week, and she goes to school from there. Because I will call her and she talks, and she said that she's been at Honey House doing, playing over there and doing homework over there and stuff. And I don't recall her coming home, because my child's very talkative. You can talk to her like she's a young lady.
And
And
how old is she?
home and would say that she did this with her honey and her pawpaw, and they did all these outings, but she's never once said, "Oh, mom, well, I went to my dad's house for here and this long," and "Oh, mom, I went to my dad's house for the weekend," and things like that. She hasn't been doing that.
Okay. But she still goes every week. She's a week on with you and a
Yes,
week on with him or someone in his family.
his mother, her grandmother.
Okay. So tell me what changed that you need to have child support now. It appears to me that nothing has changed.
Yes, ma'am. Well, uh, oh yes, but yes, ma'am. It's something has changed. He hasn't been. Of course, we have been communicating and things like that. Where we need to have financial stability for her. Like he buys school uniforms one year, then the next school semester I buy the next one, or school supplies be divided like this here and things like that. And
So,
nothing,
and y'all still doing that?
which is No, man, we haven't been communicating at all.
Now, I'm not you don't have to communicate for things to happen. Okay. So does he still buy uniforms and then you buy uniforms?
No, ma'am, I only buy uniform.
Okay. And does he still buy school supplies and then you buy school supplies?
No, ma'am, I only buy school supplies.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who bought school supplies in September?
I did.
Who bought uniforms in September?
I did.
Whose turn was it to buy school supplies and uniforms? You say y'all switch out, so you have to have a schedule. So whose turn was it to buy them?
Well, it was usually his turn, but for the past few years, since she has been in school from pre-K through up until first grade now, I have been purchasing school supplies and uniforms.
Okay. And only you. Nobody else has been purchasing them.
My mother and also his mother. And that's about it.
Okay, Mr. Brown, you heard her testimony. What's your position on school supplies and uniforms? Just tell me about this year. Don't tell me about anything else. Tell me about this year. Mr. Brown, I can't hear you again. I don't know what's happening, but I can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
Give me 1 second. Yeah.
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Okay. With that being said, I'm just wondering if that is true.
No. I ask you a question, sir.
Yes, ma'am. That is not true at
Who
all.
bought school supplies this year?
We have both been buying school supplies.
No, I
on both.
didn't ask you that. I didn't say what we have been doing. I said who bought school supplies this year?
I have.
You did or you have?
Did.
I'm asking you a simple question, Mr. Brown. I
Yes, ma'am.
need you to answer my question.
Yes,
Did
ma'am.
you buy school supplies in September or
Yes,
August?
ma'am.
Okay. And did you buy uniforms in August?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you do with them?
Kept them at my residence.
Okay, and that's what y'all have always done.
Yes.
You've never just bought uniforms and they went back and forth between the houses.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And Miss Taylor,
Yes, ma'am.
is that what happens? He buys uniforms and keeps them at his house? And you buy uniforms and keep them at your house?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you know he didn't buy uniforms or school supplies?
We don't communicate with each other for us to know those things.
So you don't know if he bought them or not.
No, ma'am.
So you can't tell me what's changed. What's changed from that order in 2020, where you guys were splitting 50-50? That still happens. She still leaves your house every week and goes to his house, her grandmother's house for a week, and she comes back to you for a week. What has changed?
There's no communication or no financial help.
So was he giving you money before?
No. No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then Ms. Franklin, I'm gonna deny the mod because there's been no change of circumstance.
Okay, Judge. Do you want an order to that effect?
Yes, an order that says I denied the modification.
Okay, Judge.
Do either one of you have any questions? That's my ruling. I'm not modifying the order because nothing has changed. You, Ms. Taylor, you have now that I've made my ruling, you have a right to appeal me. I am not the last word on this. You have 3 days to appeal, 30 days to file a motion for new trial. This is out of I don't know what court it's out of because I don't know if the things on the docket are correct.
It's the 330th.
This is out of the 330th District Court. That's Judge Andrea Plumley. She might have a different opinion from mine. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Does anyone have any questions?
No,
No.
ma'am.
All right, then thank you both for appearing here today, and you're both free to go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're here on the state's motion to confirm arrears. Judge, mom doesn't agree with the payout amounts. If I could just take testimony from her as far as the judgments. Ms. Garcia, can you state your full name?
Priscilla Garcia.
You're in agreement to a child support judgment amount. It will be as of March 1st, 2025, in the amount of $41,530.55. Is that correct?
Yes,
You understand the state's requesting Mr. Gonzalez be ordered to pay that at $258 a month. You understand that?
yes,
And you disagree with that amount?
yes,
Okay. But you agree with the medical support judgment also as of March 1st, 2025, in the amount of $4,805.30.
yes,
And you understand the state's requesting that be paid at $75 a month, but you also disagree with that amount?
yes.
How much are you requesting that Mr. Gonzalez be ordered to pay off these arrears?
At least $1,000 a month.
And when you say $1,000 a month, you're saying $1,000 a month total for both the child support and medical arrears?
Yes,
And can you just tell the judge why?
because he hasn't paid anything. I haven't received anything from him all these years. And my daughters are young adults now.
Okay. As far as his whereabouts, to your knowledge, does he work? He's employed?
As far as my knowledge, he works undercover or for his stepdad. I've given the Attorney General's office all that information, given him all the information that I have and that I found out. And they pay him under the table because it's his stepdad. And I gave the Attorney General's office the last time that I had a Zoom call, found out where he was living, found out a phone number for him. But anytime I call back, they can't give me any information. If they've been to the house, if they've served him, if they've called him, anything.
Okay. And then as far as the court order today, do you have any safety concerns with your address or contact information being in the order?
No.
And you're in agreement court costs will be billed to Mr. Gonzalez?
Yep. Yes.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Miss Franklin, I need two things. I need to know what the interest is coming due at on both judgments, and I need to know at $258 a month, how long will it take him to pay it off?
So the judgment on the child support arrears, that interest, Judge, is $208 a month. And then the judgment for the medical, it's $25 a month, the interest.
Okay, and do you have any salary information from him?
One moment, Judge, I had it pulled up. So Judge, we don't have the salary information report for him.
Okay, then I will grant the default order a child support judgment against Mr. Gonzalez in the amount of $41,530.55. Order him to pay that judgment at $558 per month. Order a medical support judgment of $4,805.30. Order him to pay that judgment at $100 per month. Order court costs as billed to Mr. Gonzalez. All start dates will be November 1st, 2025. Ms. Garcia?
Yes.
I ordered more than what they asked for. But in the big scheme of things, he may never pay any of this
I understand that.
because he doesn't have a job
No,
or
he does.
any way for them to go after him. It might not be till he starts to receive Social Security that you'll get anything. But I did raise it for you, okay?
So you cannot, you can't have an order to put him in jail if he gets pulled over or anything.
Not today, no.
Mm.
How Miss Miss Franklin is enforcement
So yes, there has been enforcement action on it, with Mr. Gonzalez being placed on community supervision. Looks like that last order was done in 2018.
so is he still on community supervision? Well, Ms. Garcia, this is
Wait,
what I'll tell you. Based on what was filed, no, I cannot have an order to put him in jail. No, ma'am. Okay?
So what is it, what can I do that can get stuff going? I mean, I've given y'all his address that my daughter, what his daughter found.
So they
that-
got him served, because if they had
But
not
it
got
wasn't the address
served.
that I gave them. I gave them the address after my last Zoom call,
Okay,
and they
so
served him before.
okay, ma'am, I don't know. Based on what is served, what was filed, I have done everything that I can do. Okay? Uh, you can talk to the Attorney General's office, see if there's something else they can file. You can hire a
Well, they-
private attorney and see if there's something
Mhm.
else they can file. You can go to the law library and see if there's something that you can file on your own.
Well, the Attorney General's office tells me I need to talk to the judge and to write a letter to that Christina Herrera or whoever that gets, I can't think of her name. And they given me her email address and said I need to write her a letter to talk to you to tell you that I want him to be put in jail.
Okay.
See,
Based
I'm
on
getting,
Miss Garcia, let me just tell you, based on what was filed, which was a motion to reduce to judgment, I cannot put him in jail.
okay. So
Okay.
that's just my issue is I'm getting conflicted information from everybody. So
Ma'am, I can't speak to anyone but myself.
Mhm.
Okay. And I can tell you that if I had the power to hold him in contempt and place a jail sentence over him, then that's what I would do. But what's before me today, I cannot do that.
So it's because of my girls being older and the case is so old, because I've had a judge
I
that put
don't
him in
know,
jail
ma'am. I can't.
before.
You mean you said a judge to do what?
I had a judge put him in jail before, Judge Finn.
I'm sure. I'm sure you did. I'm not telling you.
But I'm saying, like, what's
No,
different
because I
now?
don't even know how old the case is. What I'm telling you is based on what is before me today. I have done what I can do today. It doesn't mean that the Attorney General can't file something later asking that he be put in jail, or that you can't file something later asking that he been put in jail. That's not what's before me today.
So so that's what I'm trying to understand. It's a series that I have to go through again in order to put him in jail.
Ma'am, no, that's not what I said. What I said was, what is before me today, I cannot put him in jail
Okay.
based on what is before me today.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that there can't be something filed in the future. It doesn't mean that the AG can't file something. It doesn't mean that you can't file it. It doesn't mean that a private attorney can't file it. What I'm telling you is, sitting here with the information I have, I can't answer that question.
Okay.
Okay? What I'm telling you is based on what was filed and what is before this court. All I can do is take a judgment and order a payout. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Yes. Do you have any other questions?
No,
All right, then thank you for appearing here today, ma'am, and you're free to go.
thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.